Oh, this time around we have an ancient black dragon. It appears they don't want to go with any modifiers. Okay then, and I am indeed the tank. Let's do a quick check. We have everything in order. Take some buff food. May as well switch over to the blades instead. And let's take this by storm. So we go use a Templar's Wrath, block that, use another Templar's Wrath, and we'll use our artifact and mount power, daily power the judgment, and make sure we have that aggro. We do indeed. And we get bitten. Healer on the ball. Ah, we got plenty of HP for there. Just keep an eye out on the aggro bar there. Andymus does have yellow. Move away for this. Those areas will follow you. Use a bit more of those Templar's Wraths. We get bitten again. Should get thrown backwards. We do indeed. Healers nicely on the ball. And this should just go plain sailing from here. Should be phasing in pretty shortly. Watch out for aggro. I'll use my vow now. There we go, popping back down in the yellow. Just watching those aggro meters there on the left. That's what you want to be doing as a tank. In a party it makes nice and easily. A bit more challenging in a trial because you have an additional party and you don't be able to see those aggro meters. Just run into these ads. Not too much trouble here. These guys don't hurt. Jump to the next group. Nobody has skulls, so no need to wait. Before going into the next boss, we have our timer on our artifacts off. Check our boons. May as well take the HP one there for the potion boon. And that way, instead of using health push. We are using overloads, so it's not really needed. But I just have them in because I was doing Tiamat earlier. I just use my artifacts, watch their aggro, block this breath, use my daily. He's gone to red. And he gets bitten and he dies. Oh, I should have used more Templar's Wrath. That's entirely my fault. I should have been quicker on just spamming Templar's Wrath instead of my daily, and that would have done me a lot better. Or just cast a second Templar's Wrath at the beginning. I'm sure he's not too happy about that death, as that is entirely my fault. Not all runs go perfect, and you can learn at least from my mistakes. We can phase this guy again. This group does seem to have pretty good damage. Block this push, and we phased him. Excellent. So proceed onwards. This time around, do need to try and use an altar for that rogue who did die. We'll just use it here when we run away from these guys, if I can remember where I put them. There we go. Use the altar. He has to walk into it. Excellent. Somebody also nicely put one as well. Go jump into these ads. Just hit them a bit with it at will, and no trouble there. And we rush into the last phase. Let's go charge him, come around, Templar's Wrath, let's use artifact and a Templar's Wrath and another Templar's Wrath, then block this and use my daily. There we go, and he's still on green. Excellent. He is climbing up pretty fast. We'll just use our vow there. I don't think it'll do much because he's still in yellow. Yeah, that wasn't the smartest idea. We use another Templar's Wrath here. We get bitten. Healer on the ball. Excellent. Another Templar's Wrath there. He's knocking me over all over the place. Use our Binding Oath and we can probably block a bit more hits. We can just keep our vow until one of them goes on orange. Use another Templar's Wrath here. Get bitten again. Okay, we get pushed out of the areas a bit. There's the Templar's Wrath. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Another Templar's Wrath. And yeah, we can keep our aggro in the yellow there. Their aggro and us in red. Get bitten again. Pushed back. Use another Templars. And we're going to go artifacts in a second. I'll move him first. I'll move him so that they can get better positioning. There we go. Now I'll use my... Oh, great. We get bitten. Chucked back. Now I can use my artifacts. Let's go. That's the push. Here's my daily. Here's Templar's Wrath. Just keep an eye out on their aggro meters. I'll move around here out of the red area. No need to stay in that. Another Templar's Wrath. Keep swinging that at will. Get my daily back soon enough. Oh, I don't have the keybind for that, so never mind. That doesn't get my daily back too fast. But we should be fine here. We don't need our daily anymore. Get bitten again. Chucked back, and he should be dead. And that is black completed with just one death on the DPS side. Entirely my fault. Don't do my mistake. I went to cast my daily instead of spamming my divinity for Templar's Wrath, which should have stacked me up a bit more aggro first. And with that, hopefully that's been somewhat insightful as to how I tank black. It can go very smoothly if you have good damage and if you don't get that certain mechanic with those balls shooting at. Even if you do, You just gotta move for those balls. Unfortunately, DPS can die pretty quick there, and there's not a lot you can do. As a tank, you just gotta move. So hopefully that's been somewhat insightful to you guys again as how I tank the Black Dragon on my Paladin. Goodbye for now.